It's Wednesday.
What you want? What you want?
Alright, so for all you guys who are following along on the updates for this week, this race I got going on Halloween to get this thing done. It's Wednesday, or yesterday's post you guys saw. All the detail work is done. It's just got to dry. You know, let's just talk about the construction on this particular project. There were better ways really to construct this, to make this particular project stouter, stronger, hold up better in the weather. Lots of different scenarios. Faster, easier, however you want to put it. The nuts and bolts are the gist of the videos that I try to make, and the whole reason behind me saying making something from nothing. A lot of my videos are just out here to show you that you don't have to have latex. You don't have to have all the foam. You don't have to have all these things that really make prop building a whole lot easier and a whole lot faster. My videos are really here to show you you don't need all this extra stuff, and if you don't have a budget and you basically have no money, but if you can afford a little flour and water or glue and water, and you've got newspaper, that you can take ordinary household items and create them and turn them into something that basically is an awesome prop. You can create these things all yourself out of just cheap, simple materials and make your own props. So let's go over the construction of this one particular one. My other ones that I make a tutorial on, they'll be done much different than this, because this one, I really don't think he's built to last. I just built him because I wanted to build him. So the structure on the inside of this guy, all the way up and down the bottom, the only structure on the inside is one piece of 1/2-inch electrical conduit. That's it. That's all it is. And this thing's stretched up over 7 foot tall. That conduit gets wobbly. That has no real integrity to it. All I did for the base is I took on that piece of conduit and I cut out some cardboard circles, about 8 or 9 of them. And then each circle started out big, and each circle got a little bit smaller and smaller and smaller until you got up to the base of the body. And then I just hot glued those in. I didn't even measure it out. Just kind of what looked decent. Just hot glued them into place, and then I just strip mache up the side of it. That's it. And the base of the body, the form you saw, was just a bag where the rib cage is. It was just a bag that I stuffed and macheted over. And once that dried up, I poked a hole in the bottom, poked a hole on top, and slid that right over the top of that electrical conduit. That's it. There's nothing in the arms. All the arms is solid paper. It's just paper and paper mache. That's all the arms are. The pumpkin's just like any other pumpkin I do. It's just solid paper mache. So, you know, this thing is really built in a fashion on the inside that's weak. But I was just using the materials that I've got around the house. I didn't have the money right now to go out and buy specific things to make the armature underneath strong and stout like it should be. I just built this thing out of scrap stuff that I had laying around the yard. So as far as the armature goes, to have a good strong armature, this doesn't have one. It is simply one single piece of 1/2-inch electrical conduit. That's it. That's what I built this whole thing off of. One piece of electrical conduit, cardboard, and newspaper. Is it going to be the strongest piece I have? No. Is it going to last forever? No. Will it last for a while? I'm hoping so. Even like I said before, I can't seal the inside of that pumpkin, so that's going to make it vulnerable. Will I be able to leave this thing out in the rain like everything else? Probably not. And I'll probably have to baby this prop to make it last. If my hunt was inside, out of the weather, this prop would last for a long time. It wouldn't be an issue. You could build them in this fashion where you don't have a real strong armature on the inside, because being inside, you don't have to worry about the weather, you don't have to worry about the rain, and it'll last. For me and for what I do, and going outside in the yard and going outside in the weather, this was not the smartest way to do it, or I didn't take the proper steps to seal it correctly and make it hold up. But to go outside and fight the elements and be out in your yard and go through storms and rain, this wasn't the best way to do it. I guess the point I'm really trying to make is there are other ways to do these things. There are other ways to make them last longer. There are other ways to build everything I do faster, quicker. If a guy or girl doesn't have the money to buy all the extra stuff, you can still create the great props that you have in your head with nothing, with just junk and trash that's around the house. It's possible, you can do it, and that's what my videos are here for. Show you guys that you don't need everything else. You can accomplish pretty close to the same thing with just a little bit of paper, water, glue, and a little bit of imagination and know-how. Anyway, once this thing dries up, guys, we'll get back to painting it. We'll get it all finished up, and we should have it done before Halloween, and it should be out there on Halloween night. So, see you guys next time, and remember, keep making something from nothing.